of that pressure as possible. So let's see if Na'Vi, they have the DK at least going top, so very standard looking here. Instead, family team, they have Focus going top. So yeah, Luna versus DK. And they're still gonna get, yeah, Timber versus Quap. So that's expected. But MK is also coming top, so they're gonna try and fight top maybe even. 4 versus 4 scenario. Might get a big fight as well. So bad finds Focus. Haven't leveled up anything yet, so no necessary for the lift yet. Might want to get that failed bow for damage if they want to have people hold up. Spartan. Interesting moves here. He sees the MK there as well, so he's probably going to try and catch him. He will take him into the bubble. Focuses here. Atlantic arrow, and nice block by 9 Pasha. He'll block the arrow, so Crystallize will stay up. But DK, very heavy damage here. 9 Pasha trying to make his way out. 50 HP. Salve will be popped, and it won't even be broken at this point. So Ilias now forcing SA Spartan to go away. So bad is right there behind him. So no kills shared. And regen up on both.
Magical's even poking his nose in.
Like, I want in the party. Like, what's going on here? And here we go. Luna's swapping lane.
Begin digital sports.
The musical chairs begin.
Hopefully not the minigame this time.
Oh god.
You've seen a lot of that. I actually saw Gareth was casting the Whack-A-Meepo at one point. That was pretty cool.
You want to give that a go? Or
No. I'll leave it to him. I'll leave him the honors. So Quap versus Timber, as we expected. Now we have Luna and Shadow Demon bottom going up against the Monkey King. So yes, Luna MK lane for now. Let's see if family team, Na'Vi want to swap up this lane or not. So that will require MK to teleport top. And that would mean also family team just instantly responding with teleports there. So
yes.
For now,
if you
we're
want to
staying
go
like
top
this.
now as MK, you gotta walk.
Keep looking for an arrow. Still in hiding.
Ilias, if you step up, no.
Bubble, arrow, very far distance, and a perfect landing as well. So MK, but so bad will TP, and the Fate Bolt will suck out a lot of damage from these heroes. Won't be able to do much onto Crystallize. Half HP taken down. And tri-lane versus aggro tri-lane. Very classic. Very classic.
Extremely
Another
so.
arrow. Crystallize. It's Ilias in the middle of all of them here. Bane can at least trade. Triple fairy fire. You think about that. 7 tangos and triple fairies.
He is here to tank everything. And I like how instead of trading with his supports who are hitting his carry, he hits the opposite carry so that both carries will still be at roughly the same amount of regen. This is the way to equalize the lane as opposed to start losing because your carry has gotten harassed more than theirs.
Yeah. All top lane, a very standard off-lane battle here between the LC and the DK, so probably not going to be looking at this top lane a lot unless there's action, because I think most of the action will be happening here in the bottom lane, how both of these tri-lanes work out. This is the one with the most action. But DK is dropping low from Skylark, so at least LC getting an advantage here and punishing Pasha with the early levels. Not having too many points in his regen yet, so once DK has that, that will give him a little bit of regeneration to stay in lane, to fight against LC's right clicks, and also that Q, which also hurts a lot. But
He's going to lose this straight up trade for a while here unless he starts really putting points into the trade degree fire.
At least needs to stay in XP range.
Yes.
Harrow will miss. Ilias and keep trading hits around. Focus 11 CS, MK 9. There's no easy camp to pull. There's a hard camp that so bad is trying. There's only Potato remaining here, so one lonely Hailbear. Only gets the range creep off though. Trying again? No, won't connect. Tries to go for a secondary pull, but doesn't work out.
This is good enough. Getting the range creep down and clearing the camp both work in their favor. It's just not as good of a pull as you normally would want. But in this scenario, where the Mirana is always going to take down the big creep from the camp, it's good enough. You get the range creep deny. So bad might even get the last hit on the potato creep.
Yeah.
It's okay.
How do you see this game rolling out after the laning stage? When we're talking about like 15 minutes.
15. Like, the first thing that I'm thinking about is that the Morana and SD make for a good tri-lane combo, but eventually they'll want to start roaming. We might even see Focus swap lanes with the LC after the LC has gotten enough levels up. Maybe she gets her full boots completed, something like the phase, and then moves on to bottom so that Focus can catch up in levels in a more chill lane while continuing the pressure on the bottom side. And if Atlantic continues like this, he is going to be a champion space maker.
Yeah.
We were talking before about how this Timbersaw really wants levels, and I am of the opinion that if you get the choice between shutting down an enemy carry and shutting down an enemy offlaner, you always grab the enemy offlaner. Just because the carry is most likely going to be in the jungle for a long time after the laning stage anyway. So space will be made for them, and it will be made by the offlaner. Ads is in a position to play behind all of these Radiant towers and demand so much attention that no matter what happens to Focus in this bot lane, he's going to have time to recover.
Well, we'll just see how well this Timbersaw at least gets his game off up and running, because now he's in the mid lane, won't be able to get that advantage of sitting in the off lane and punish the towers while forcing out any enemy heroes contesting him. But solo XP at least is like what really makes Timbersaw the big deal. There's a lot of magical damage, at least on the Radiant side, to try and focus this Timbersaw early. If you would be like full physical damage, or at least the majority of physical damage, that would be pretty hard to take him down because the armor just continues to stack up and he just loves attention at that point. You're forcing a lot of heroes on a slow kill towards Timber. And that is all just space for this Luna to become big, and focus on Luna can be very scary.
Magical sniped courier. For the Radiant side, because I realized that I haven't really touched on that, Magical is the key to all of this. Nine Pasha is going to get his levels up, but this is not an amazing laning situation for him. So Magical is going to have to do the rotating, and if they can grab the Luna, that's going to be huge. She's going to be extremely vulnerable to the huge pure damage of that Sonic Wave. But the question is she going to fight early? Is she going to buy stats early? It looks like it, because that's a hell of a dominant
Arrow bubble
and an
once
arrow?
again. Yep, that should be a kill. Fate Bolt reducing some of the damage here. Ilias very low, gets the Nightmare save, but there's an arrow. There's another right click coming in from Cube, so that will be the kill. MK almost getting his stacks up, but interrupted by Focus, also setting off 3 stacks. Nice 2-man strike here coming from Crystallize. Focus will go down, and say Spartan is forced out as well. Cube will actually get the bounty, so bad tried to deny with a right click. Very close to getting that out, but it's a 3-for-1 for Na'Vi. And in terms of kills, they get the Luna
smoked under
straight
a
for the
ward.
Bane. And that
I
as
don't
well.
think Magical's gonna fall for this. Spartan is so low though.
Maybe he can tactically bait this. Spartan very low, needs to be careful. Ilias fills the bottle of Magical, coming in back here, and now Spartan will reveal himself. They're looking for the arrow at the back, which will connect. And ooh, I think it's just going to be enough. Nightmare save from Ilias, and Magical is out. And the Sonic Wave to punish Cube as well. What a play by Na'Vi. That surprised most of us as well, as Adzantic gets a huge nuke out onto Magical. And I thought that, well, this is probably the end of the story for the Quap. But Ilias with the Nightmare save buys enough time for the Quap to dodge the Starstorm that was incoming. And Spartan might even die here. Here's the call. Yeah, there you have it. Brain Sap and Scream is enough.
Magical stole
And
the
Focus
rune that
even
was
the
deliberately
Luna.
left there.
Death number 2 for Focus. It's very close to happening. Cube right-clicking his friend here, trying to go for the deny. There's a salve popped up. Ilias is chasing him, looking for the Brain Sap. Will get it connected, so Focus will die. And that's where they realize there is a ward on this high ground. It ends up being very costly for family.
That one play by Ilias sets off a chain reaction. That's going to make Magical a very happy chappy indeed. And look at what he has queued up as well. This is a Spirit Vessel. This man is going to look to itemize directly into this tempo enabler of Team Family. He is going to shut this Timbersaw down.
Yeah.
And here's the lane switch.
Well, we finally at least get it to happen. Adzantic in top lane now. I just saw Ilias TPing mid to take the bottle from the Quap, but took it a bit too late, and I think he took it into the backpack, so the bottle didn't get refilled at all, so he gives back an empty bottle to his mid laner. But, you know, that just happened.
Yeah,
But
that happens. Skylark's bottom with his face boots. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's going to lay some pressure into this tower. They used the glyph just now to protect the catapult. I don't think the DK enjoys that idea too much at all, though. Drawing the aggro off of his tower. Yeah, focus. After a tri-lane, this is always a problem. You need to catch up in levels, even if you've had enough CS in that lane to make it worthwhile. The fact that you've been sharing EXP with 2 heroes means that there's just 3 levels coming out of that stage under-leveled. The Monkey King here as well, look at that, he's level 4. He's currently looking at Xantic with level 7. It doesn't matter that Monkey King is technically a counter to this Timbersaw right now. He needs to be rather careful.
He definitely does. Like, both of these carries sitting on low levels also means that their jungling capability is not there yet. It's going to be very slow if they decide to rotate there to get some extra farm. They need to get the solo XP up and running in lanes. And at the same time, Keep is trying to contest the bottom outpost as well. A bit too early comparing to the 10-minute marker, or they usually just snatch it at the last second, so he won't get that. But both of these outposts are being held by Na'Vi, so family team are going to have to at least focus on one of these. So that might even force Na'Vi to defend, or force family team to go for a fight. And their carry is still under leveled, but at least their supports are making things happen. Xantic very low on mana, but joining the smoke squad. Ilias, the smoke will pop.
Ilias breaks it.
It looks like they see Spartan
he was just
as well.
stacking.
And now they see him in the back. He just turns around. Magical is coming in. There's a lot of heroes coming in. There's more coming out as well. Skylark coming with the LC. They find Spartan. Get the bubble. Cube looking for the arrow. Will connect onto the Rubik. Ilias will take a lot of damage. Dual victory coming out. There's a double kill already for family team. And now chasing for more. They won't probably be able to kill Pasha, but they're going to give it a try. They're going to chase him. Chakram will connect. Magical on the back. Still has a Sonic Wave available, but Pasha is disengaging. And there's no way these guys can catch him. 3 seconds for disruption, but he's already under the safety of his own tower.
I wonder if Magical tries to hold this outpost. I think that's why he's hovering around. It's so risky.
Yep. Oh, trying to burst down Spartan. Not going to work out. And suddenly he's surrounded by 4 heroes. Very over-aggressive, Magical.
You can't see the face I'm making right now, but it's not pretty.
It's probably not pretty. I can feel that. But, you know, I'm Finnish. I'm very unfazed. Like, our reaction to everything is the same.
You know, you see people kill themselves, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Alright, well, that just happened, you know?
Because that's what just happened there. I see him posturing for that. I'm like, I mean, I have to commentate it. I can see that he's planning to do it. I just don't want to believe it. And he goes for it.
Yeah, agreed.
I will commend him for his courage, if nothing else.
That's true. But we are very unfazed about the actions that have been following right now. Score is 4-5, 9 kills, 11 minutes almost played. And we've got some XP finally sliding in favor for the carries here. MK at 7, Luna at 6. So slowly getting back into the game here. We've got some TPs coming in bottom with the Mirana ulti. Right on top of an Obs ward. So Magical is safe. This is not the first time they scout these movements. This is probably the 3rd time they see family team trying to get into their jungle.
Does it matter if you're not in a position to do anything against it, though? Like, I see Crystallize and Ilias moving forward here. Ah, Ilias is level 6. Okay, that enables them a lot.
Yes. And the jump from Crystallize. Saving Bubble. Buying a bit of time. Spartan in the front line, but he's surrounded by Na'Vi. Magical will take the kill. The rest of family team backing away. Not looking great. But then again, you're just giving away your support. Nothing too harmful has happened at this point of this of the stage of the game.
Yes,
Timbers,
the most important thing is that they don't lose their vision in the Radiant jungle. Their ward has not been dewarded yet, so they still have information, and that's good enough. Did
you just see Xantic throw a Timber chain right at Sobad?
I did not.
I have a hook, but it doesn't work like Pudge's.
He's not even playing Treant.
He's just taunting. All very
We
chill
haven't
game.
really seen this this Timbersaw move behind any enemy towers though. It
Nope.
is rough for him to do that, just because the chance of getting nightmared up and then having the Monkey King come
And
in
focus.
is pretty high.
Ilias and Sobat are here. Sobat does have a level 3 Timber Chain stolen, and there goes the Fiend script. They're trying to look for the kill here. They have enough.
very
DK's here. This should be enough. They have the stun to follow it up. Arrow is coming to interrupt, but it won't miss the... They won't hit the target. Nine Pasha will get the kill here. Family team
Nice
lose
smoke.
yet another hero. And now Adzantic, he has a hood available on this Timber, so he is not afraid of this Quap anymore.
Well, not for a while. She is about one creep off of the Spirit Vessel, and that's where he should be getting nervous again.
Well, there is Spartan. He does encounter with Sobat. Sobat steals a level 2 Shadow Poison. You can see how under-level heroes still are at this point. It's something that's been phasing my mind a bit lately with the changes to XP, that you're still going to be very low level when it comes to that. But there's an arrow coming in once again. Really good dodges by Na'Vi. Will not get hit by the stun. Wop is not... Sorry, Luna's not around. Magical is in Viz right next to him with a readied Spirit Vessel. So if they get an opening on Adzantic, they should definitely just try and take it. He is in the front. There's a lot of heroes around, but at the same time, Skylark with a blink going straight onto Ilias, and Ilias will be blown up, and Magical still waiting in Invis, looking for an opportunity and an opening. But that tower might just be sacked. Magical, deny. Almost. Reveals himself. Blink still there. Gets a DD, gets out.
That's a lot of wasted time. I have no other way to put it. They have so much time to prepare for this engagement on mid, and especially Crystallize comes in near the end of it. If he was interested, he could have definitely been there earlier, but instead it's too little too late. They lose their mid tower for nothing, and some dual damage going the way of Skylark as well. He's having a great game.
He is. MK with an Echo Saber going straight up for a BKB coming up next. And then we also see a smoke. Ilias and 9 Pasha look to put some pressure up. Heading towards the Dire Side jungle. Focus has some ancient stacks. Well, it's just a double stack, but he has a wolf to buff his right-click damage. And now stacking up on here. They scanned. Crystallize, gonna try and look for the advantage. But if he jumps straight on top of Focus, Focus might get the idea.
You can't just gank a Luna in the jungle like that. If he gets his ult off, you're in trouble. So instead, they're baiting.
They didn't get the opening, but Sobat will be initiated on in the top lane, so that's it. Rubik will be taken down. Family team find a kill. Outpost taken away by Na'Vi as well. They're moving in the bottom lane area, and family team are looking confident. With the blink on the LC we saw in mid, he just went for the blink duel right away with the vision they were given. Na'Vi playing, I would almost say, passive at that point, just letting them do and not even reacting to it. So just, you know, playing counteractive in a sense. That
They know Ilias is the key.
They definitely know Ilias is the player that's really causing them trouble. Magical getting to push top.
They got Crystallize in the trees.
Yeah, Crystallize, but Focus's ulti is not going to connect. But now Timbersaw intervening, so Adzantic cuts down the trees. Crystallize punished. That's the most farmed up hero on Navi's side. Now they're keeping top as well.
Oh,
Magical, gotta be careful.
Uh
Uh-oh, Cube is here. He's already here. Arrow, Skylark is there too. Duel, Magical, both of your big heroes down. Family team are getting an opening from this.
Oh yeah, I'm taking down I'll go back on not liking the Legion commander in this game. If you play the lanes like you did for family team, then this experience advantage, this farm advantage that Skylark gets from it, and the way that they swap the lanes after, like I hope they would, he's gotten so much momentum into this game. He's a legit threat now, and Magical can't play this assassination game that he so loves to play.
No, but they're
because
looking
there's
for a
always the
fight here in
threat that
bottom.
he'll get
Bane
left
with a
out.
TP in. Adzantic will reveal. There's a DK right next to him. There's an arrow.
Oh,
Ilias in
Ilias.
trouble. Crystallize get his ulti off. So we have the Wukong's command here, and a lot of stuns coming in. They've got the Timber Saw controlled. Adzantic gets hit by a Sonic Wave. SA Spartan will fall as well. So Navi find themselves 2 kills. Cube on the run. Low HP in the trees. Does get his Mirana ulti off just in time. Where's the detection, boys? Where is your detection? Cube will walk out of here. No, not like this, Cube. Oh, they still see him. He's sitting under some vision. And Focus TP's out in front of Magical. Magical has no interruption there. Cube will TP home. Okay, well, they only get the Timber and the SD. Could have been better, but it's not bad for Navi. 2 kills at least.
Oh, definitely not. If they lose Ilias there, that entire fight is different, but instead they get the backup fast enough, and you can see Ilias protecting himself with that Nightmare. Afterwards, Family still needs to take him down, but they can't anymore. They overextend 2 heroes in order to get this 1 + 5 Bane, and the result is, well, better than they could have hoped for, honestly, after how that engagement misfired.
Well, agreed on that. 3k lead for Family Team in gold and 2k in XP, so that's a small lead for them. Networth doesn't always tell the entire tale, but it is something. Cube almost has Yules ready and a Bloodstone for Timber Saw. So I think Adzantic wants to go ham with this Timber.
It feels slow though.
I remember you weren't a huge fan of Bloodstone.
No, I'm not. I'm only a fan of Bloodstone on int cores that are playing an actual carry position, where this is one of those items that'll just, you know, enable them to be themselves but much more powerful. This is a mid hero who's making space for a Luna who is still farming up, and who is buying your auras when your Legion commander has got a Blade Mill queued up right now? You want to finish the fight, man. You might want to think about a Lotus Orb as well. There's so much magical damage on the enemy team. You could think about Crimson Guard as well. Anything to tank up your supporting cast here.
Yep.
I
Ilias
would
is
really favor that instead.
standing in the same spot once again, trying to work us back up here. Family Team missed their opening. They're sitting right under an Ops Ward, so this is showing all the vision of their movements here into the spot lane. So 9 Pasha and Ilias will be fine. Well, this time, at Family Team, they cannot get to this bottom tier 2 tower, which they really want to take down, but denied once again. Magical, however, doing the same thing as last time. So once they are all in bottom, he will go to top, try and put some pressure there, at least get the creep wave under the tower, get some deep farm from there, because he is the most mobile hero right now.
Last time he died here, he does seem to have learned from that. He is running away, but Spartan just got a glimpse.
Yep, and they see Magical. Spartan's there, and Cute with the arrow. That is a stunned Quap and another dual victory. But here, the same thing almost again. Crystallize coming in with a Wukong's command, holding that Zantic, and a lot of damage kicking in. But they don't have the Spirit Vessel from the Quap, so he's much harder to kill. But they will interrupt his Timber Chain with a stun from 9 Pasha. Or was that even Crystallize actually who stunned him there? But never mind. They will take him down there. Keep on the run. Spartan backing away as well, as they've lost Adzantic. They were just watching and trying to observe. Is there anything we can do for you, sir? Nope. Let me die. But they get the Quap.
Yeah, seems like a fair trade until you remember that the Legion Commander got another instance of dual damage out of that.
Always positive. They will smoke up. And at least envision where Navi doesn't have Obs placed down at that point. So let's see if these 3 heroes can get towards this mid lane, as Magical is there, Ilias is there. And
Ilias tanks it.
And it smokes, his smoke pops. But they have the Yules, they have the arrow, and another duel. Ilias will fall, make it 66 for the Legion Commander. So Elsie's getting buffed up, and Family Team are now feeling really confident after all these engagements they've been taking. They've been finding the right targets. Focus is now playing actively, pushing here with the Manta as well. So I think we can actually start ramping up the tempo here as well, because we see that these guys are now finally making things happen. So with this slow approaches happening every now and then, we have some very cautious plays from both teams, and they're finally waking up to it. The top tier 2 will be traded with the bottom tower. The 1-for-1 there. And now it's really up to family team. Do they want to go for another smoke right after? Maybe even a Mirana ulti? Because at the moment, Na'Vi are drawing towards the mid lane. That this is where they're going to collapse. There's a DD rune waiting in the river. Cube is going to spot that. He's going to TP to the top lane. At Xantic, so bad. Denies the DD rune. Skylark, a bit too far away for the blink here. Cube. There's Crystallize right next to him. This could be an opportunity to burst some leap charges at least. 9 Pasha's there with the blink. We'll back away. They're expecting there to be some vision, but Mirana ult. Alright, 9 Pasha gets the info. Everyone should get back now.
Yes. What I'm hoping to see family team do soon is go for that Roshan. They might not feel necessarily capable to take it down in a full 5-on-5. I think that the Radiant side has better area control as well, but if they draw attention to this bot side of the map, as they have done time and time again, you can definitely go into Roche after. And I do think that it is the next step in their plan.
And they're smoked up. 9 Pasha blink. And gets the stun onto Luna. Yule stopped by Cube. Will throw an arrow. Ready. So Dragon Knight taking a lot of damage. Then we'll get the Soul Catcher to drop half and then do the rest of the job with just the right clicks. Cube will be credited with the kill. At Xantic now looking for more, taking the front line, but there will be no heroes found for now. Unless Magical is spotted between them. They're heading most likely towards Roshan. Not the best Roche lineup on family team though, so trying to find any scattered heroes.
When the Luna's there, they have to damage. Timber can tank it.
Sobat has a lot of mobility as well, has the Timber chain, so Rubik can escape from this. But Xantic doing the same. The chase, the arrow, giving a bit of vision. Quap will blink out. Sobat is out as well, and space has been created.
I'm guessing that they're going to wait for this Luna Skadi instead. She was thinking about a BKB earlier, but...
Skylark with a duel onto the Monkey King. Crystallize jumping in and will be punished. Nightmare. And it denies the duel. Might just... Well, he will actually fall down. And Ilias will get the TP home. But Crystallize is down. And the entire FT team is now on the bottom lane. So maybe high ground, maybe towards mid. They've been hunting for kills after getting 1 pick off.
I've always been looking for follow-ups, yes. I gotta say, I did not expect Crystallize to get caught there, but then again, the situation is getting rough. The threat from this LC only increases, and they have to keep their lanes out somehow. A Rubik with Timber Chain is... there's only so much he can do.
Well, there's not much. At least he can cut down waves really quickly and have escape. But then again, Rubik now has a Blink Dagger, so he's farmed that up while being in this top lane.
Worthy tribute.
Yes, and he is most likely going to live here, because if he gets jeweled, like, there's no chance of him actually surviving, but at the very least, it's not another death on Magical, it's not another death on Crystallize. As long as he's at the furthest, maybe his teammates can get some farm out of the other sides of the map.
Yeah. You
gotta throw bodies at the problem sometimes, it's just that these bodies are buffing up the Legion Commander.
This will do nice.
Well, at least family team right now fighting for a tie in this series. And you have to remember that this is the team that does have victories from all of their series that they've played. Not a single 2-0 against them has happened. So they will look to try and tie up this series and lead it into a game 3. But it's required that they win this one. We have Crystallized. This is the same spot he got punished in. So he has himself a little Tinker Ward here. Bit of extra vision in this specific area. Ilias is nearby. They give the info. Crystallize is probably around. Not sure if they saw him there. Focus might just be baiting as well. Spartan coming in from the back, but he will go for his solo disruption there. He won't go for Pasha. Ilias with the Nightmare interrupting at Xantic, and there's the duel. So Ilias will die, and Crystallize is out of there. Instantly realizes that something's happening. So there's no time for him to be there. He just needs to disengage. And Focus might just lead family team here onto the high ground. Luna has a lot of damage.
Yep, and the Skadi. There's also a catapult sitting behind them. Once these glaives start bouncing, it's going to be very hard to engage into this team.
Yep, focus on the
Gotta
high ground. The
defend.
tier 3 is taking damage.
Before the
Crystallize
tower is
is still sitting in the back, and he's going to find someone. It's going to be Zantic, and Cube is there. Yule's arrow. We've seen this happen all along. Monkey King deleted. Crystallize is gone. And Family Team now heading towards the high ground. There's 9 Pasha with a DK form about to run out. Just a few more seconds. He's back in melee form. We'll have to go for these close range blink stuns if that's the case. They have so bad. They have Ilias 35 seconds for the Monkey King to spawn. So he is still down. No buyback available. Pasha's blink will be cancelled by Focus there with the Lucent Beam. Tier 3 tower finally taken down here by Family Team. They will continue going on. And they don't really care. And those glaives, yep. If they cannot stand nearby, like that slow as well applied is just really nasty to go up against. Magical will go all the way to push that mid wave in to get to the mid tier 1 tower. Yeah, it's still up 27 minutes in. Family Team still have their mid tier 1 tower. Very low HP, but it's there. So they have something to TP to and quickly get to Roshan if that's the case. But now they've got themselves the bot racks taken. Family Team in a 10,000 lead.
Yep, and I would like to state here that they feel confident enough that with a Luna SD strat, they are just letting the Luna push without an Aegis. That's pretty much unheard of. Anytime Luna SD, yeah, you make the illusions, you sit back, you wait for them to engage into you, or, you know, you give the Luna an Aegis. This time, no such thing. Focus is huge. You can't kill him, and they know this. The clock is ticking for real now for the side of Na'Vi. If they want to make a play, they're going to most likely find an engagement on the backline somewhere, because you can't bring down the Luna. She's going to have an Aegis after this attempt on the Roche as well. And you can't fight the Snyder straight up. I don't see it happening.
They're happy to take this Roshan. The DD rune up on Luna that will secure the Aegis for Focus. And ready to take a straight on push from the other outer lane. So that's going to be the top lane getting pushed in. They're going to get themselves at least these 2 towers, maybe all the way straight to high ground. Does Family Team feel like they're confident enough to take on a full 5v5 now?
I think so, yes. Even with the Monkey King ult and with the Quap throwing down hers on top, it's going to be extremely hard to bring down any of these Family Team heroes, honestly.
Yep. And I like the way that they're pushing as well. They're keeping their heroes hidden, only revealing Focus here, even though they know there's probably more around, but at least using him as a bait. But now going towards the high ground, they are actually going to ditch this top lane completely and go for the next lane right next to him. There's a repair kit ticking on the tier 3, so they will back away. Still hold on to that Aegis for about another 4 minutes.
I want you to look at Zantic's item build, by the way. I think someone on his team yelled at him about that Bloodstone.
Yep, Lotus Orb.
Dude, you are not the carry this game. He's pretty close to finishing up Greaves as well.
Funny thing is as well that Focus is 1 and 3 on this Luna, but he's actually carrying this game right now towards the end. Zantic's done his job as a Timbersaw. The space has been given and created for this Luna to be big. And the rest is history pretty much at this point, unless Na'Vi has something to say about it.
Bunch of opportunists.
Asha.
They were looking for a jungle pick-off, and they might still get it if Magical walks up this high ground. Oh.
Blinks on top of the cliff. You don't have vision on any heroes. Pasha at least knows that there's a few around, and they're getting slowly losing their space. Ilias, well, that's going to be the Yules up into the air, but they will intervene. They will take down Cube, and now Skylark, there's more backup coming. Crystallize will join the fight, but is it too late? Ilias is gone. 9 Pasha with the BKB popped up at Zantic. Will try to get out of this fight. The Wukong stacks are now up, and maybe, well, sorry, the Jingu stacks, that is, of course, and at Zantic now there's the Luna ulti coming in, but there's BKB still running on Crystallize. Pasha's will run out, so Focus's ulti does absolutely nothing, but they still have the right-click damage, and Crystallize in trouble. Doesn't have the backup of his teammates, and he will go down, so it's a 2-for-1 trade here for Family Team. And also the buyback coming in from Ilias. So it's actually 2 for 2 instead of a 2 for 1 as Ilias is back in. Cube is saying lag, but they're letting the game still roll out.
I'm sure that's an explanation towards us about why Focus pressed his ult there or something. I can't imagine anything else.
Maybe. Another repair kit charge used up. Magical needs to be careful. Drops to half HP. And that tier 3 is still holding up, but Focus is dishing out hits. And once that falls, they'll see the glaives start bouncing once again. 9 Pasha, 13 seconds for the Blink Dagger to be up. 50 seconds for his ultimate, so won't have it up. But this feint script, we haven't seen it in a while. Maybe they will use it here on this high ground defense. 6 seconds for the MK. Either family team decide to stay or they should back out right now. And they're going to stay. They're being the real alphas here. They're not scared at all. Magical goes for another blink out, disengaging from the fight. Atlantic with the boys are leading the front. Skylark, Focus in the front line. Spartan in the back. Cube in the back. Pasha looking for his opportunity. BKB is up as well. Another repair kit charge used up. That's probably the last one. They have the duel coming in on the sideline. Ilias is taken down. The most important piece of the puzzle has been broken and ripped to parts. And now Magical on the run as well. They've lost their mid-racks. There we go. The arrow is there, and it won't actually even connect because Pasha's in between with the BKB. They have 2 men stunned up here with the Boundless Strike coming in as well, and a lot of damage from Crystallize. They need to make it count. They need to make it happen. It won't happen now, and Focus is staying alive. Zantic will get out. Cube also gets out with half HP. Spartan will not die, and going to the last set of racks. That's your BKBs used. That's Pasha's ulti up and running. They still have Wukong's command, but what will it do? Their tier 3 tower is in trouble. Luna in the front line gets another Lucent Beam onto Magical. Magical will stay up, and now Focus close to dying, but he has an Aegis. You have to remember that. And there we go. Magical is down, coming in with the instant buyback. Wukong's command from Crystallize coming into the fight. The Aegis will be popped. That Zanting is stuck inside the tree line, but he's getting back up from his teammates. He will Timber Chain away. Cube will actually go down. Focus is right outside the Wukong's command, and where is your detection? Once again, they cannot see them. They just don't see him come out of this fight at all. The Glimmer Cape is proving to be very advantageous here. There's the BKB coming at the same time with the duel coming in from the LC. Magical with the crazy ulti coming in. Do they have the damage? And Zantic taking damage, but he will fall. Focus is still there. Skylar coming in with another BKB into the fight. Will take that Crystallize. That's your dieback on the Monkey King as well. Rubik is gone for 50 seconds. Has a buyback available. Will go for the buyback coming back into the fight. They have the Fiend's grip onto the Luna. Can they take that Focus? Focus still staying alive. 9 Pasha trying to fight for his life, but he's out, and Focus will fall. And family team have lost another member of their team, and Legion Commander is now being nightmared up. They have Ilias, they have Sobat, they have 9 Pasha. Magical gets Cube, and it even getting saved from the Megas. They still have the top racks remaining, and Na'Vi hold on to a thread.
Every single member of Na'Vi, apart from Crystallize, had to buy back there. And that's just to hold on with 1 pair of racks. My goodness. At the very least, maybe Magical can finally take down this pesky tier 1, but there is no way that they are ready to hold on for this last engagement right now. They gotta keep on killing people as they come out.
Exactly.
Another
There's so much to hold on to right now, and so much effort to pull off to just keep those racks
so he
up.
Kills the Spartan here. There's a blink on Sobat. He has to go in for this. Come on, man.
He will. Finish off the tower, get the kill. And they have Zantic TPing into the mid lane. Will Na'Vi keep up the pressure? They need to get closer towards family team's base. They did take down the Aegis. Roshan still at least 2 minutes away. This can be very spicy.
Some neutral items nowadays after being cooped up in their base for so long.
That's actually true. They do have all the tier 3 items. Both teams do. Actually, take a look at that. There's... Well, they have the Paladin sword for the Monkey King, so that's already pretty huge. AMK Magical. Gotta be careful here. Nice backup coming as a TP coming in from Cube as well. Magical. Duel up. Oh no. 2 minutes. No buyback. Not like this, Na'Vi. So bad. Next one. GG. That's it. 1 mistake and GG is called.
Sometimes I think Dota is not about who makes the least mistakes, but who makes the least mistakes on the razor's edge.